Night of the week.
We here, we live, baby. It's Friday. A little later than 6, but we here. It is what it is. We made it.
That's what it's all about. We're here on a Friday night.
Yeah. Hope you guys are excited for tonight's show. I know we're super excited to get back into the rhythm of things and start breaking down some of the best topics in sports as usual.
Absolutely. There's been a lot of news since our last show.
Absolutely.
In every sport.
Absolutely. A lot going on right now. We're right in the midst of baseball. Back into the swing of thing, kind of, with football, back into OTAs and in the training camps things.
The draft was exciting enough, so.
Yeah, and then
feels like we're back in.
Basketball is in prime time right now, baby. It's in NBA playoffs. A lot of good games going on.
Exactly, getting better by the minute. Off-season moves for teams that aren't in it.
For sure. Yeah, already some things changing. We've seen some coaching changes already for some teams that have been eliminated. So a lot of things to talk about tonight, and we're super excited to break it down. So we hope you guys are excited to listen.
I'm sure a lot of our local Pacer fans will definitely understand what we mean when we say playoff talk.
Yeah, but we'll get to that. Yeah, that's a whole subject for here in just a little bit.
Absolutely.
But we'll start things off with, as usual, as the MLB. Like I said, we're in the full swing of things, getting into the midst of the season. A lot of things going on, a lot of teams coming into fruition. We're seeing a lot of players kind of do their thing. Now, you know who we like to favor over here on the Travis and Jon Show, and it's our Cincinnati Reds. But unfortunately, it's not a lot to boast about right now. It's not a fantastic time for Cincy fans.
We didn't have a healthy series.
So I think last time,
two series.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
last time we talked, we were actually coming off back-to-back series wins against the Phillies and the Mariners. We were looking okay. We were finding our rhythm. Ellie was having the best month of his career, and we looked good. There was a lot to talk about. Since then, not so much to talk about. We actually dropped the series against the reigning champions and the Texas Rangers, 2-1. So that kind of hit us into our cold skit. And then we went up against the Padres, where we actually won game 1. But since that game, it's been rough.
Absolutely.
We dropped the next 2 to the Padres to lose that series and are currently on a 6-game skid without a win. We've lost 3 straight series, and things aren't looking too hot.
Yeah, even when we get momentum, we let it go.
Yeah.
We're at a terrible spot right now.
Yeah. Ellie kind of cooled down a little bit at bat, not having the greatest of games here these last few weeks. But obviously, it's a lot of time to turn things around. We're still very early in the season, only about 40-some games in. A lot of baseball left. We play well over 160 games here. So a lot of time to turn it around, but we need to figure out what's going on.
Absolutely.
The bats just aren't flying like they were to start the season.
No, we have no spark. Again, everyone's mad because we can't keep a consistent lineup for 2 games. The lineup changes. Everyone moves spots every game at this point, it feels like. So people get mad at Bell for the lineups. They get mad at the players for not being, I guess, versatile enough to move around. But these are some things that, it's hard to work around as a player.
Absolutely.
When you go from batting 3rd behind someone else to batting 8th in the lineup, that affects you.
Yeah. And we've had constant issues on the pitching side of things, so now adding in things on the offensive side is just a complete recipe for disaster, and it's starting to show.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of our biggest players out to injury this season.
Yeah.
So, what we have to do is step up, but, we're falling back.
Yeah.
We have no pitching depth, so, it's not like we can rely on them to save us late in the game when we can't even rely on them to...
half the season they've been the ones to ruin it for us.
Exactly. So let alone... when our offense hits a cold streak, it makes things even harder.
Yeah. We're starting to see the hate fly back on the Reds, but that's okay. It tends to happen early in the season. Early season blows, we all know of that. But hopefully, like I said, a lot of time to turn things around. Try to bounce back tonight, starting a series against the Giants after dropping all 3 games to the Diamondbacks in our last series. But I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's Abbott on mound tonight, but the lineup looks okay. It is what it is, I guess. But hoping to bounce back tonight against the Giants. Outside of the Reds, though, there's been a lot going on in baseball. A lot of teams are starting to show. I actually want to mention my World Series champion prediction. Actually, we said the Dodgers, but my long shot was the Baltimore Orioles. And they're currently sitting top of the AL East, sitting at 24-12, actually playing really, really, really well here this season. My guy Gunnar Henderson is off to a hot start.
I do want to quickly mention this. So far, some of the Reds' feedback from fans looks like they're not the happiest about Mike Ford filling in a designated hitter.
Yeah.
Saying that he was released and then signed 2 days ago. So we'll see how that goes.
Once again, the rotation struggles are showing. We're playing guys like that at some of our best batting positions. I think he's batting third tonight. So having a guy like that is not reliable at the top of the rotation just isn't always the best.
Yeah, I do want to mention that we also may have the best player in baseball. We have Mr. Ellie De La Cruz, who is still, regardless of this latest cold streak, still on pace for 40 home runs plus and 90 stolen bases, which has never been accomplished.
Right.
Just last season, Ronald Acuna Jr. became the first player to have 40 home runs and 70 stolen bases in a single season. And he got the 2023 MVP because of it.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if Ellie does anything like this, he's on MVP track and better.
Yeah.
He's only 22, and he's still hitting at 289 average.
Absolutely. Which is great, obviously.
Say what you want, but he's improved all around.
Oh, I completely agree.
All we could ask for on a team that may still be struggling right now.
Absolutely. And people got to remember, the Reds are young. Our core is very young, and these guys just haven't had time to completely develop, but we're seeing them develop in real time.
Yeah, some of our oldest players being 26, 27.
Yeah, these guys like Matt McClain, who I believe is only 24. Obviously, I haven't seen him play much this season, but arguably one of our best hitters on our team. If not the best hitter outside of Ellie. Obviously, Ellie at 22 years old, and I mean Spencer Steer and these guys, Hunter Green, like these top guys we talk about are under the age of 25. So I mean,
exactly,
it's
we got Navale and Marte, who's unfortunately suspended. Like you said, McClain and these other players that we keep getting unfortunate injuries to. But again, our core is still young.
Absolutely,
I mean, we still have the huge ceiling.
Absolutely. And that's always something to be excited about. You got to go through purgatory to get to the top sometimes.
Yeah, even if we're on rock bottom right now, we still got a ladder to climb.
Absolutely.
We just got to find the ladder in the darkness we're in. But our ceiling, we don't know how high that is when a lot of our players aren't 25, 26 yet.
Yeah, exactly. So don't panic if you're a Reds fan. Have some faith in our boys, and hopefully, like I said it a million times, we can turn things around here in the next few weeks.
Yeah, we got time.
Absolutely.
Have faith, Cincinnati.
It ain't over yet, baby. The season's just getting started. But as much as we talk about these boys who are having hot seasons, we're going to make some money.
Exactly. It's the weekend. So we like to do best here on the Travis and Jon Show.
Absolutely.
Make it back.
We got some home run picks here for you guys tonight that we've done a little bit of research on. I got some ones that I like personally. I'm sure John does as well. Then obviously we can always bet money lines. It's a big slate tonight for the MLB. Things are starting here in about the next 5 or 10 minutes. So we'll have to get some of these in pretty quickly. But
absolutely. I do want to mention that, I may have a famous line if you're a longtime Travis and Jon Show fan about taking out your mortgage and betting it on LE stolen bases. But always bet responsibly, as we say here on the Travis and Jon Show.
Absolutely.
Even if you take out your house mortgage, you better have another one to back it up.
We would hope so. Record stuff plus 116. It's always good odds. Anyways, real quickly here before we start breaking things down in depth, I know, like I said, some of these games start about 5 or 10 minutes. I personally have a mention I want to throw out really quickly for this Pirates and Cubs games before this game tees off tonight. And it's actually a home run pick. So this is one of my long shots. This is actually not one of my favorites for the night. One that I think potentially could happen just due to how well he's played. But I'm going to go for the Pirates, Jack Sawinski, who's actually batted really well. Off of, why am I blanking his name? Javier Assad, who's pitching for the Cubs tonight. I believe he's hit 2 home runs in his career against them and just really good contact rates. So he's a long shot for tonight, batting top of the lineup for the Pirates. But that game's just about to start now. So any interest in that, you would have to act fast.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for, though. Tune in live, baby.
For sure. But my other ones are all later games, so we'll save those for after we talk a little bit. All right, like I said, big slate tonight. I personally have some money lines I like. If you have any you like, we can kind of break down some of these games for them. Some of these games I definitely will be staying away from, though. We'll mention that.
100%. Sorry, I'm just going through, making sure I got everything set for my home run picks for us to talk about tonight.
Absolutely, all good. We'd love to hear it. All right, Cubs Pirates outside of my Jack Sawinski pick. I'm kind of just slide right by that one. Not a lot of big, hitters in that game. Game I can definitely play the under tonight.
Turn either way.
Yeah,
100%.
Astros Tigers is next up on the list though, which actually starts here in just a few minutes. But if I had to pick, I think there's two really good pitchers on the mound tonight in Framber Valdez and Casey Mize. We've seen the Tigers play decently well this season, especially behind Casey. But we know Framber Valdez is Framber Valdez. He's a vet in this league. He's really good. The Astros, obviously, a really good team. A lot of big hitters like Jordan and Kyle Tucker.
The Tigers are at home, but I think the Astros got the bigger bats.
Oh, for sure.
That's just where it's at.
For sure. And I think they personally have the better pitcher on mound tonight. So if I had to pick, I'd definitely go Houston Astros over the Tigers. Not say definitely. Tigers haven't played too terribly this season, but Valdez on the mound is hard to bet against. All right, Yankees and Rays. I don't hate the lines on this one. Cole Schmidt pitching for the Yankees tonight, and they're the favorites.
And the dog.
Yeah, and the Yankees have kind of found their rhythm a little bit. Clark Schmidt. Sorry, yeah. I know it. Cole Schmidt. The name's from somewhere.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
I rocked right with it.
Yeah, I know that name from somewhere. But yeah, and like I said, Yankees are kind of finding their bat. Aaron Judge has been playing a lot better than when he started the season.
Mentioned that.
Yeah, and Juan Soto, his running mate, has played really well. A lot of big hitters for the Yankees, and I would probably have to go Yankees tonight if I had to pick between this game, for sure. All right, Diamondbacks and Orioles.
Off of a hot series against the Reds, but the
Absolutely.
Orioles are the Orioles.
And I do want to mention, I love my Baltimore Orioles. I never bet against these boys. I don't care if they're the dog or the favorite. But I do want to mention really quick before we make any decisions on this game, Cole Irvin. I'm wanting to call everybody Cole. Anyways, Irvin on the mound tonight for the Orioles is a left-handed pitcher, and the Diamondbacks hit really, really well off left-handed pitchers. They have a lot of big guys that can hit well, like Lourdes Gurriel, and then Christian Walker, and these guys hit really well off left-handed pitchers. So the Diamondbacks can definitely come out to a hot start. I don't know if they'll technically close it out, but I just want to mention that before we take any picks on this.
Exactly.
I do love my Orioles, though. You know this. We all know this. I would never bet against them. Any thoughts?
I'm right with you. Like you said, or like I mentioned at first, the Diamondbacks are off of a hot streak, but I mean, this game could be a toss-up. The Orioles are at home, so that's always going to be a factor. I just feel like the Diamondbacks are a team that, you can't bet against right now.
Right. All right. Twins and Blue Jays is next. I personally don't have any interest in this game. I would definitely probably just slide right by this one. Not a big game tonight. Vlad hasn't played well.
Two inconsistent teams.
Yeah, or Vlad's batting well, just not getting it out of the park. All right. Braves Mets.
Yeah, he's got the MLB, the show curse.
Yeah.
Cover curse.
Do we, let's see. I don't know. I personally probably like the Braves. Mets have been playing decently well as of late, though. But just so many big hitters on the Braves. So many guys that can get it out the park. It's always hard to bet against them. I would personally go Braves over Mets if I had to choose.
100%.
All right. Phillies and Marlins.
Bring us to the big hitting Phillies.
And they have played amazing this season. I just want to mention that. Sitting at the top of their division right now. Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber kind of doing their thing. Just a lot of consistent hitters on the Phillies, if not just big hitters. And we know the Marlins have been kind of horrendous.
Yeah.
And traded their best hitter to the Padres just a few days ago, Luis Arraez. So lost him, obviously a big guy in the lineup for him.
It's been horrible since.
And no, his debut, he went 4 for 4.
No, I'm saying the Marlins
Oh,
have
yeah,
been horrible since.
No, for sure, yeah. Yeah, no, agreed, yeah. I would never take the Marlins in this series, I'm sorry. If they come out with a dub, they do, but I would never.
Props to them, but...
Yeah. All right, moving on to Red Sox and Nationals. This line, believe is the biggest favorite of the night currently on the slate for the Red Sox. But, the Nationals haven't been horrendous. They're sitting just almost identical records to the Boston Red Sox right now.
Both
at 18 losses. Yeah.
Can't count out, if I could speak clear English.
I don't know. I could definitely see the Nationals winning this tonight, but if I had to choose, I'd probably just stay away from this one personally. Just very hard to choose there. It's a big line, but I think the Nationals are a little closer than what that line portrays. All right, Guardians and White Sox. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think at one point when this line opened, the Guardians were the favorites over the White Sox. So that's definitely changed if I'm not just making that up. And that's interesting. Without their best guy, Luis Robert. I don't know, man. They're the favorites, but that's definitely interesting to me. What do you think?
I don't know. It's a sort of toss-up. I like the White Sox. They've had a lot of comeback games this season.
Right.
But the Guardians have been really consistent as well.
Right. You want to stay away, or should we take... I don't know. If I had to choose, I might... I don't know. I like the value for the Guardians at plus 100.
I would stay away just because,
Yeah.
I don't have the cojones. But that's up to you as well.
Correct.
Or have, of course, our viewers.
Absolutely.
Obviously making their parlay.
Absolutely. All right. We'll just move on for now. Cardinals and Brewers. It's another game I think is a lot closer. Definitely very interesting. Cardinals haven't been the worst team in the world this season. Looking at some lineup statistics here, kind of seeing who's on the mound or on bat tonight. The Brewers just have a lot of big hitters too. William Contreras, Christian Yelich, Rhys Hoskins. They've all played very, very well this season. It's hard to bet against the Brewers, especially being at home, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have to go. I would have to go Brewers.
I like Milwaukee here.
Yeah. All right. Rockies and Rangers. Not much to talk about.
Rangers.
Yeah, all day long. I mean, there's so many big hitters. Marcus Semien, Adolis Garcia, Corey Seager. I mean, that lineup is stacked, dude.
Dogs.
All right, Royals and Angels.
I do want to mention that. Never mind, that's something else.
Understood.
Looking at the wrong lines, ladies and gents.
Royals and Angels. I'm not betting against the KC Royals, dude. Bobby Witt Jr. is fantastic.
He's him.
He's not one of my picks tonight, but I could very well see him hitting one out the park, dude. I love Bobby Witt. He's been so good this season. I would definitely go Royals in this game. Dodgers and Padres. Two amazing pitchers on the mound tonight for both of these teams.
Absolutely.
Michael King and Tyler Glasnow. Should be a banger of a night game.
That's a game you could throw 7+ strikeouts on both pitchers.
Yeah, for sure.
Make a bag.
If I had to choose, I'd probably rock Dodgers because I think Glasnow is the better pitcher and they have the better hitters personally.
I mean, they just got such bigger bats.
Yeah, but Michael King is good, man. He's played well. But yeah, definitely Dodgers in that game. He could definitely be over 7.5 for sure. I think that line's a little low for that game.
Absolutely. There's some sparks in, the Padres lineup that I feel like even the sports books may be hating on, but
right
when it comes to big bats and needing to hold down and 9-man lineup, Michael King's going to have a tough job tonight.
For sure. Oh, for sure.
Because he doesn't have the 3-4 sparks that the Padres have that Glasnow will have to go up against. He's got 9 bats to get hit out of the park. Agreed.
All of them. All right. Next game on the slate, Oakland A's and Seattle Mariners. And this is where I'm personally going to be taking a dog. I love the Oakland A's in this game. And personally, I have a home run hitter from this game actually later. But the A's have played pretty well as of late, if we're being honest. In some big games, they pulled out some big wins. The Mariners are just not good. I don't see the Mariners being anything this season personally, but the Athletic coming off a big series against the Rangers where they played so well. Won two of the three games, or excuse me, only one of the three games, but put up 11, 9, 8 runs on these guys. I mean, their bats have been hot lately. They dropped 20 just not that long ago on the Marlins. They've been hot, man. They played well, and I would take the Athletics all day over the Mariners in this game. I don't know how you feel about that one.
I like it.
I love the A's in this game. They've just batted so well lately. And the Mariners just aren't a team with a lot of power. They're not a team with a lot of anything. I mean, J-Rod hasn't played well at all this season. Only one home run currently, so.
Exactly. So if they can keep their spark going, they're looking good.
Absolutely. All right, I threw mine in real quick before that first game gets going with the Yankees. But we'll break that back down again for you guys real quick. We actually took New York Yankees, Baltimore Orioles, Atlanta Braves, Philadelphia Phillies, Milwaukee Brewers,
the Texas Rangers,
absolutely,
the Kansas City Royals,
Los Angeles Dodgers, and my pick in the underdog Athletic A's, Oakland Athletics. Excuse me, over the Mariners. All right, so there's a nice little money line for you guys. Not all the games included, but some of the ones we liked personally. So now it's time to throw out some home run picks, brother. Let's see what we can cook up for these boys right now.
That's where the bag really gets made.
Absolutely. All right. We usually give you guys 2 each. Do you have 2 that you feel okay about? Because I have some underthrows. If we want to go 3 apiece, we can go 3 apiece. Just some of our
I got 5
picks.
on the line that I'm down to mention and talk
All right.
about. I mean, I'm sure. I mean,
Let's
2
go,
of them may be yours.
Let's go our top 3. Top 3 each, and then we'll throw in our long shots because I have a couple I like as well. All right. We can start with our big bats, our top 3, before we get into the long shots. If you want to start it off, go for it.
Started right off in Colorado, big elevation, where the bats matter. Adolis Garcia. I mean, that's an easy bet.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, they're in Colorado. Bats are always flying, higher elevation. These balls are going to fly tonight, and I mean, who better than the one being accused of juicing?
Absolutely.
Adolis Garcia.
No, for sure.
Sitting at plus 300 right now.
I love that pick so much. I mean, he's always a threat for a home run, especially in an elevated sky like Colorado. It's always hard to bet that he's not going to hit one. So, love that pick there.
I just want to mention that Aaron Judge, with the game that just went live, his odds have already dropped.
Dang. So he might crack one tonight.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, I'm going to give you my top pick. My top pick is a guy that's been really hot so far this season. A guy that I love tonight, playing for a really good team in a really good situation tonight. My top pick is our home run leader currently in the MLB. I'm going to go Marcell Ozuna. Coming off a 2 home run game last night against these guys, just has been so hot this season. In my opinion, the best hitter on the Braves. And that's saying a lot with the talent they have, you know, in Acuna and Matt Olson, Austin Riley.
100%.
Ozuna's been great, dude. So he's definitely my number 1 pick for tonight to come back. Maybe another 2 home run game tonight. You know, you never know.
Exactly.
All right. Hit us with another pick.
All right. Go ahead and throw this one out here in my top 3. I mean, I mentioned it earlier. I said that I had a spoiler for the White Sox Guardians game. Eloy Jimenez for the White Sox. Been a dog.
Yeah.
He's sitting at plus 480. So, I mean, it could be a single bet. Don't have to throw it in a parlay round robin if you ain't feeling it.
For sure.
But, I mean, if anybody's hitting the bat tonight in the Guardians-White Sox game, that's who I got. I mean, that's why I felt that game could go either way.
For sure. I completely agree. I don't hate that pick at all. You know, I love it. Another big bat. All right, my second favorite for tonight is a guy I actually kind of spoiled as well. The team, once again, that's been super hot this season. A guy that I'm starting to fall in love with personally. Plays for the Oakland Athletics. I'm going to go Shea Langeliers tonight to bang a home run. A guy that has, once again, just played so well this season. Is currently leading the Athletics in home runs, and they've, once again, just been hot. I mean, their bats have been flying out of the parks, and batting against a right-handed pitcher tonight, I think he has more of a chance to knock this out of the park. and a game that could be very high scoring for the A's going up against Brian Wu for the Mariners. I'd love him personally tonight to get one out. My boy Shea. All right.
So last of our... Okay. Never mind, something else. Last of our... They just suspended Aaron Judge for some reason. But last of our big dogs before we get to our little...
Right.
Spoiler picks? Alright. Last on the lineup, someone I love, someone I've thrown on a home run slip almost every...
We might be in agreement here.
Every night of the week.
Yeah.
Always due for a Schwarber bomb.
Oh, no.
The Phillies and Marlins.
Okay.
Kyle Schwarber.
Was going with that.
He's sitting at plus 430. Beautiful odds for someone who's always due.
Absolutely. Love that pick. Schwarber's a dog. We all know this. I'm going to round mine out with another big name. And I'm going to save the best for last. I kind of mentioned to you earlier a little bit. Might be the best hitter in all of baseball. One of the biggest bats of all time. It to be a Hall of Famer, MLB legend, batting second for the Dodgers tonight. I'm throwing my money on Shohei Ohtani for two reasons. Because it's Shohei Ohtani, number one. Like I said, one of the best hitters in baseball, if not the best hitter, best player in baseball when healthy. And it's also for the fact that, once again, I mentioned he's going up against Michael King tonight in that Padres matchup, who I said was a really good pitcher, has played well.
But how's he doing against Michael King?
Shohei Ohtani, in his career against Michael King, at bats is 4 for 9, with 3 of those hits being home runs. Only 2 strikeouts in 9 at bats, 4 RBIs, batting almost 50%, a 500 against this guy. And it being Shohei Ohtani, why would you not put your money there? I mean, it's worth a shot always for somebody like that. So, all my money going on Shohei for sure to round out my top 3.
It's worth something to responsibly lose your money on.
Absolutely. All right. Personally, I have 3 that I like as long shots. I could be okay with 2, but you want to start out with some long shots. We might be in agreement on some of these. You never know.
All right, I got you. I'll go ahead with my first one. These odds are crazy for someone that I mentioned is on pace for 40 plus home runs. Plus 900 odds, Ellie De La Cruz tonight.
Absolutely.
He's at 2. We're due for a bounce back. And who else in this lineup right now, regardless of our cold streak, but who else is going to snap it?
Absolutely.
So, someone on pace for 40 plus still this season. And as young as he is, sitting plus 900. Beautiful odds.
I love it. I'm going to go with my first one on the night. And it's going to be a guy that plays for the Arizona Diamondbacks going up against my Baltimore Orioles tonight. Not my, but, my second favorite.
Yeah.
Whatever. A guy that I actually mentioned a little bit earlier. I said, when we talked about the money line, that the Diamondbacks hit so well off lefties. I'm going Christian Walker as a long shot for a home run tonight. Currently, sitting in his career against Cole Irvin, he's 2 for 3 with 1 home run and 2 RBIs. So, batting super well against this guy. And once again, has just been super hot against lefties this season. So, always a chance for a guy like that to bang. So, that's my first long shot. We want to go back with you, brother.
This one isn't necessarily a huge long shot when it comes to the odds, but I feel like it should be, just because this game is such a toss-up. But when we're going home run picks, I'm always going to lead more towards the home dogs. So I'm going to stay at home. Rhys Hoskins of the Brewers. It's who I love, obviously, if I'm going for a big hit in that game. Like we were talking about earlier, it's a game that could go either way. Absolutely. But the Brewers, have been pretty good.
Absolutely.
They have stayed consistent, and they've got big bats, and Rhys Hoskins is one of the biggest.
For sure. Love that pick there. All right, next up on my list is actually, I know I've talked a lot about the Mariners not being good at bat. Not a lot of big guys over there. But once again, I mentioned this could be a game that could probably go over just because how hot the Athletics have been. I'm actually going to take a pick from the Seattle lineup. I was between 2 guys, but I'm going to go with a little more of a long shot here. My second pick is going to be Mitch Haniger for the Seattle Mariners. Batting tonight against Paul Blackburn for the A's. He's 3 for 8 in his career off of him with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs. So 2 of his 3 hits have been home runs. Only struck out once, so good contact rate against this guy. Can definitely bang one out of the park tonight.
Wow.
Love Haniger. All right. You got any more, or are you good?
I got one more I could throw out. This may upset some people because it's not the biggest name on the list. But for the Los Angeles Angels and Kansas City Royals game, I got Vinny Pasquantino at plus 450.
Okay.
I mean, I know a lot of people going Bobby Witt, but he's a speed demon. He's young. He's like Ellie.
For sure.
I mean, big bat Vinny Pasquantino.
For sure.
That's all I'm gonna say.
For sure. Don't hate that at all. Always a good long shot there. All right, I got one more for you guys. I know I've been bouncing around kind of the same games so far tonight. The trend's going to continue. I'm going back to the Diamondbacks. Once again, another team that hits super well off lefties. I love my Orioles, but if I'm betting for them, I'm going to take my chances against them in the home run section. You know, just to see what can happen tonight. I'm going to go back to the a little bit towards the bottom of the Diamondbacks lineup, but a guy that's played really well against this specific pitcher. I'm going to go back to Eugenio Suarez. He's currently 2 for 5 in his career off Cole Irvin, but both of those hits being home runs.
Wow.
He's got 2 home runs against him and 5 RBIs. Has struck out the other 3 times, but when he hits him, he's getting it out. So any kind of contact tonight, you can definitely see a home run. So those are my top 3 picks and my top 3 long shots, as well as old John over here. If we have to mention this guy.
Wow. If we have to mention this guy. God forbid.
But, yes, a couple picks there for you guys. Do as you please with them. Always bet responsibly.
But responsibly make a bag.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else you want to mention about baseball before we move on?
I think I'm good.
All right. So, next up on the agenda is the NFL. Super excited. Like I said, we're getting back into the swing of OTAs and training camps and getting these rookies on the field for the first times. Seeing some real jerseys,
We're almost
these young
there.
guys. Yeah. But it's been a crazy little bit of off season so far. The draft was super fun. I know we've kind of talked about the draft a little bit, but I believe last time we talked it was only about the first round.
Yeah.
So obviously a lot more to talk about.
Absolutely. The draft is what brings out the excitement of the NFL offseason.
Oh, for sure. No, absolutely. Did we want to break down and give team grades this week? Is that what we had on the agenda?
That's what I'm good with. I mean, we don't have to necessarily go through every team if you don't want to.
Right.
But I had a bunch of teams down. Well, not a bunch. I had some teams down that I at least wanted to talk about in some of their picks.
Absolutely. No, for sure.
But we could go through other teams as well.
Okay. If you want to kick us off, then, since you're prepared over there, we can get this show on the road.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to kick things off with the obvious here. The team that had the number 1 pick.
Best draft.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you fill up the best quarterback in the draft, your franchise quarterback, lock him into, like we said, the best offense a rookie can come into.
Ever.
All time. You have down to your 5th string wide receiver a dude that can produce.
Oh, yeah.
He's got every position on the offensive line.
Playmakers everywhere.
Offensive side for him.
Yeah.
Then you go and get the 3rd piece wide receiver. You go get Romo Dunes.
Absolutely.
Pair him up with someone, as you were saying, that had that perfect connection during the draft process, becoming friends, and then ending up on the same team. Perfect scenario.
Right.
Obviously already working out with
Keenan Allen. He actually went to a basketball game. Or not, excuse me, it was the WNBA game. That's what it was. They went out for Angel Reese's preseason game in Chicago. But yes, already hanging out with these guys. So
yeah, then you get Booker, who I believe is an O-lineman. I don't remember. You get Torrey Taylor, who Caleb Williams already texted night
you
up.
Ain't gonna be doing nothing.
Yeah.
No punting.
You got your bag, but you're not gonna be doing much work. But like you said, best draft. I mean, they filled every need for the best they could.
Oh yeah.
They got 2 dudes becoming friends, and the best spot they could be.
Well, yeah. What better can you ask for? I mean, Caleb Williams is set up for nothing but success. I mean, there's no excuses.
I mean, yeah, we had a clip talking about Romo Dunes also being set up for success. I mean, you sit behind Keenan Allen and DJ Moore.
2 guys that are some of the best receivers in all of football.
Yeah, and I mean, the pressure is not going to be on you. I mean, you get to produce for a dude that would at almost. I mean, obviously we got Marvin Harrison Jr. in the draft, but for a dude that could otherwise be the number one receiver in a draft,
for sure,
most times he's going to be the top receiver on the team.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He's going to be going to the Giants and be double teamed. But when you come in as the third best receiver on the team,
and if we're being honest,
almost fourth, they got Cole Kmet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. I mean, there's just too many weapons to focus on a rookie.
Exactly.
And he's definitely going to be the guy. He's going to get so many opportunities this season. He could be a dark horse for Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely. You know? Just off stats alone.
Yeah.
I mean, can't deny him.
Obviously coming from Caleb Williams, but
yeah, that's the hard part.
Yeah.
That's always
that
the
wasn't
hard
the
part.
case. Yeah. But yeah, he's definitely going to have a terrific season. He could definitely be one of the best slot receivers in all of football.
Come in, Tyson Badgett, throw some dimes.
Yeah.
So Caleb don't steal Rookie of the Year.
Right. Couple long touchdowns. But outside of the Bears, dude, there's so many teams that have really good drafts. Another team I want to mention, another rookie quarterback that's set up for complete success over in Minnesota. I know we haven't talked about this team much, but you can't forget they have some of the best weapons in football.
Exactly. We're talking about the best offensive rookie quarterback to come into.
For sure.
He may not have every weapon set up like Chicago has things right now.
Right.
But he has the best wide receiver in football.
Oh, without a doubt. No questions asked. Yeah. No, for sure. Jay Jettis is that guy. He makes any quarterback's job easy. I mean,
Jordan Addison takes the pressure off.
Who had such a great rookie season, especially during the injury phase of Jay Jettis last year, who missed like 7 games, almost half the season. Jordan Addison produced, and we've seen what he could do.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Not forget the top 3 tight end in all of football, T.J. Hockenson, dude. Tremendous, such a good tight end when he's healthy. Such a big target, and they fixed the running back position. You got a guy who didn't have the greatest year last year, dealt with a lot of injuries, but who we know can be fantastic in Aaron Jones. Yeah. I mean, we talk about Caleb Williams having weapons.
Exactly, to where you can't focus all your pressure on one guy. I mean,
yeah.
Regardless, you're going to put some pressure on the best wide receiver in the National Football League.
But he's Jay Jettis.
But when you got, Jordan Addison, Aaron Jones, T.J. Hockenson, you can't put too much pressure on when you got 11 men on the field.
And he's shown that it doesn't matter how much attention you pay to this guy. He can do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. I mean, there's just no stopping a guy like him.
Say what you want about J.J. McCarthy and about how he's this and that and rode off and whatever to get his national championship. But if he's going to ride off of anybody, who better than the best wide receiver in the National Football League?
Now, I'm not a J.J. McCarthy fan. I'm not a J.J. McCarthy hater. I've said this multiple times. I want to see what he can do. But what scares me, this is already a guy that's being criticized for being a game manager and someone who just got the ball to the best players in college football at their skill positions.
The college Brock Purdy.
Right. And now we come in, even if we see McCarthy have a great rookie season, put up great statistical numbers, it's going to be because of his sporting cast. He's a guy that's already walking in with this tag and this look and this outcome of what he did. And I mean, you walk into an offense like the Vikings, you don't have room to prove anything, if that's the way to put it. I mean, you're going to throw the ball to some of the best players in football, and people are just going to be like, oh, it's because he had Jay Jettis and he had Aaron Jones, he had T.J. Hockenson. Like, it hurts me for McCarthy himself, just not going to get the credit he deserves, let's say. If he's good.
I mean,
he
I definitely agree. But I mean, that you could almost say the same thing for anybody else when it comes to championships. Like Travis Kelce has the best quarterback, or I've heard people say that Patrick Mahomes wouldn't be anything without Travis Kelce. I mean, the conversation is going to be had by whoever about whatever.
Right.
But I mean, if he gets a ring, who cares?
Right.
He's got the first step of proving it, regardless of if it's because of Jay Jettis, T.J. Hockenson.
Right.
Each piece has got to fit into that puzzle to win a chip. So
for sure, it's crazy to think, dude. I know this is a little bit off of what we were just talking about, but I could see this being one of the most competitive NFL seasons we've seen in a long time.
A lot of teams are just
there's so much talent in the league right now, and yeah, like you said, there's just so many well-rounded teams, dude, and so many teams that can make a push. It's so hard to
predict a wild card flip. I mean, Super Bowl prediction when every team is just finally figured out most of their holes.
Yeah, that division over there with the Lions and Vikings and Bears is going to be the most interesting divisions in all of football, dude.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
Dude.
Oh my. The Lions and Vikings and Bears. Don't be in the NFC, baby.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun though. I'm just so excited to get this. I know I texted you about this the other day, dude, but I just miss football.
I know.
So much, dude.
Just even hearing it in the background. I'm
Like,
doing some dishes. Like,
yeah,
put on some highlights.
I'd be scrolling through Instagram and be random NFL clips from last year. It popped up, and it's like, dang, dude. Like I took that for granted. Like I feel like last season flew by, bro. Like I feel like it was here and then it was gone. Like
because you literally get 18 weeks.
Well,
What,
you get
5
the playoffs
months or whatever? Yeah, still.
Yeah, but I mean, and then the off season is just dragged out. So
Exactly.
like, you get the NFL draft, and then you get 2.5 months of nothing.
You gotta wait, 2 months till they can sign somebody, till they can do the draft.
Yeah,
Nobody making no moves.
like the fun's over. Like now we just want to watch these boys play. Like
yeah, and then you get to the draft, and you're waiting another couple months as they're all warming up
yeah,
to see what these dudes can do.
yeah, and it sucks, dude. You know, as football fans, everybody out there can agree. Every football fan knows how it feels, but we'll be there eventually. You know, August is preseason. September will be kickoff. It'll be all right. We'll get there.
Exactly.
We got a couple months.
The Vikings, though, pulling off the Houston Texans of last year
In just a better fashion.
and stealing Dallas.
Much
Turner.
easier fashion, per se.
So late in the draft.
Yeah.
Not even the first
steal
defender in the
Steal
draft.
of the first round. For sure. The Vikings made the right call. You lost Daniel Hunter this offseason to the Texans. You lost Darius Smith a few offseasons ago. I mean, it was time to get some new talent on that defensive side of the ball.
You get a dude who's highly touted as the best defender in the draft for months.
Dude, I'll never understand. Dude, I don't know if you saw the report that came out, but we're talking about or no, excuse me. That's somebody totally different. Keep going. Never mind. Had a brain fart. Anyways,
But who Will Anderson compared himself to?
yeah, and was his teammate in college. I said this earlier in the season. I think Dallas Turner is going to be this draft class's Will Anderson. He's going to be the best pass rusher in the draft and the best defensive player in the draft. I've said it all year long. I called it with C.J. Stroud. I'm calling it with Dallas Turner. I mean, it's not a long shot, but he is that guy. We've seen what he could do. Even when he was playing with Will Anderson, he was still doing his thing. I mean, being the second, not necessarily the second option, but I think Will Anderson was a little better than
Will
Dallas Turner
Anderson
in college.
saying that Dallas Turner could be better than him. So.
Yeah, he's going to be a dog, dude. The Vikings got to steal, for sure. One of the best first rounds you've ever seen. It's up there with the Bears.
100%. They just made the right moves.
For sure. All right, who else you have down? What else you want to talk about? What else was you touting up here?
Right next, I had the Eagles.
They had a really good draft. They filled their holes. Let's put it that way.
Madden franchise fill every need and hole.
Yeah.
Steal the first round, Cooper DeJean.
For sure.
Amazing pick.
For sure.
Then you get Jalix Hunt. I don't remember. But you steal Will Shipley. You get Johnny Wilson. Jeremiah Trotter. You steal Trevor Keegan. They just literally went out and filled every spot of hole and need that was apparent.
I believe you're missing somebody, and it's making me mad. You're missing another corner in between Hunt and DeJean. And it's making me mad. I don't remember his name, so I'm looking it up.
Am I really?
For sure. They drafted two of the best corners with their first two picks. I can't. It's going to make me mad until I find this, so excuse me. Quinion Mitchell.
Wow.
Cooper DeJean was their second round pick. I knew you were missing somebody.
Wow.
I totally
Why
spaced
did I
that
not
for a
have
second.
that?
Yeah. Quinion Mitchell was their
I
first
had
round
him marked
pick.
down as my third. I probably forgot to write it.
I knew there was another corner in there that was really good.
Yeah.
And it was making me mad. Yeah.
Still of the second round.
Cooper DeJean. Yeah, I was like, I don't remember him being a first round pick. But
that's why
you had me convinced.
I even felt wrong saying it.
You had me convinced. And then it snapped, and I was like, all right, I got to look this up.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, but no, really good draft. Two of the best corners in the whole draft filled. I obviously still have Darius Slate getting on the older end. Lost James Bradbury this offseason. But, definitely needed to fill some holes, and they did just that. I think Will Shipley might have been the steal of the running back class.
Playmaker behind Saquon. If people want to talk about his injury risk, There's Will Shipley.
I know it sounds wild, dude, but he reminds me so much of like a Christian McCaffrey. Maybe not to that level, obviously, him being the best running back in all of football.
Yeah.
But the way he plays, it just reminds me so much of CMC, dude. He's so physical for his size and so much grit, dude. And he just gets dirty, and it's fun to watch. I love Will Shipley.
They go out and get another playmaker for Hurts and Johnny Wilson. They get the legacy pick and Trotter.
Yeah.
They fill every need.
That was a really good draft. They tend to draft really well. They had a really good draft last year too. They do their thing when it comes to draft night for sure. All right, the Giants.
The Giants
had one good pick, maybe two.
They had a couple decent picks.
Maybe two.
They had a couple decent picks.
Brian Burns doesn't count. That was an off-season trade.
He counts. He was the trade.
The Rams was okay. The Colts was mid. Steelers was good.
The Rams got
Saints
Blake
was good.
Corum and Cameron Kitchens.
No, wait, no, you're absolutely right. Their first couple picks were mid. Jared Verse is good, but Braden Fisk is no, yes. The Rams. Let's talk about the Rams for a second. I totally forgot about their later picks. Cameron Kitchens was my favorite safety in this entire draft,
and Blake Corum was my favorite running back.
Dude, he is tremendous, dude. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, I will say the Blake Corum pick scares me a little bit as a fantasy football player. I just want you to know, coming into this, before that pick of Blake Corum, Kyren Williams is my number one running back in the entire fantasy football class. I do not care.
I know.
You hated on him so much last season.
I just can't.
And he is absolutely tremendous. Might have been the best fantasy running back last year. Was just hurt for part of the year. He was amazing. So many 30-plus point games. He had multiple touchdown games. He had 4 touchdown games. He had 3 touchdown games. He had 150 rushing yards. He was just flat out terrific. And this Blake Corum pick scares me a little bit on the usage of Kyren Williams. He was an every down back last year. Yeah. Every down. He played every single snap that he could. You don't draft Blake Corum to not play him.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So,
championship winning running back.
Scares me a little bit, but I think it might be one of the best 1-2 punches in football if they use it the right way. They're going to be great.
Fills in a beautiful safety hole for the defense.
He's so good.
Perfect pick.
So good.
Perfect fill in. I mean, day one starter.
Love Cameron
for their
Kitchens.
defense.
He's going to be tremendous. He's going to be an all-pro safety. Mark my words, for sure. He is great.
The Colts, they snagged Adonai Mitchell at 52. That's why I had that written down.
I like
52.
it. I feel like I don't necessarily know if it's a steal. I like Adonai Mitchell. I do. I think he's good. But I think this was just such a deep receiver class that it was hard to rank these guys, dude. And I feel like almost every receiver that went before him was for good reason. Except maybe Xavier Legette. Not a big fan of him. Panthers always blow their picks. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I think every other receiver, though, might have been almost a better pick. I mean, you talk about these guys, like, even that went later, like Keon Coleman and Xavier Worthy. I love both of them over Adonai Mitchell. I mean, you can't even talk about the first 3. I mean, those are the top 3 guys regardless. I mean, Brian Thomas goes over him for sure. I mean, all these guys that went before him were for good reason. I mean, he's a good receiver, though, for sure. Not hating on him, but I think he was where he was supposed to be. And Laiatu, they blew it.
Yeah.
I don't care. They smoked that pick.
With Dallas Turner on the board?
Blew it.
What are you doing?
Smoked it. No, not a fan at all. Not a fan. I'm sorry, Indy fans, but he may be good. If he is, more power to him, but not a Latu fan. I will say that.
Not a lot to love about Latu.
Not at all. Definitely not the best pass rusher in the draft, and definitely not worthy of being the very first defensive player drafted.
I could have picked 3 other defensive players.
Blew my parlay. Not the only reason I'm mad, but part of the reason. Anyways.
About $25 worth at least of the reason.
Anyways. All right. Next. I don't know if you threw these 2 teams on here for bias purposes, but I think both of these teams have really good drafts.
Exactly.
I personally. We'll start with the Steelers. Really good draft.
Got needs.
I know we hated on our first round picks. We needed them. Let's be real here. I know we were mad about it on draft night because I wanted Dallas Turner.
So
But
did
it's
I.
okay. It's okay. You know, we got a big guy. We'll talk about the Saints later. Anyway, Steelers, yes. Really good draft. Troy Fautanu, Roman Wilson, what would Peyton, what's his name? The linebacker, is it Peyton Wilson?
Yeah, no
drafted?
ACL, so we don't
Yeah.
have to worry about that.
Yeah, facts.
Literally no ACL.
Just,
Zach Frazier to fill in the line.
Yeah,
Finally
absolutely.
fixed our line problems.
I think Roman Wilson is your George Pickens pick from just a few years ago. I think he was a receiver that fell and he shouldn't have.
Exactly.
I think he's good. I love Roman Wilson. He was super good at Michigan. Obviously fell a little bit behind Blake Corum, who was the best player in college football almost. But
yeah.
But Roman Wilson had his games. He was big in the championship game, made some big catches, fought for some tough yards. He's just
Because he had J.A. McCarthy.
He's really good after the catch. That's what I love. He's small, but he's strong.
Fast.
And he's fast. Yeah. He doesn't care. He's physical.
Got exactly what we needed to take some pressure off of George Pickens.
Absolutely. Definitely needed that. For sure.
Saints.
You know,
No Dallas Turner.
I like it.
Alice Fuega.
I don't think we had the best draft we've ever had, but I think it was a good draft.
Improvements. Got some needs.
Definitely. You know, obviously the Fuega pick we needed. I hated it because it wasn't flashy. We're never flashy in the first round. We always take some whack position. You know, well, it is what it is. We needed it. The second round pick is where I'm most excited. I think Kool-Aid McKinstry is going to be amazing.
Absolutely.
We talked about this kid so much during the draft process and all of our breakdowns and rankings, and I think he's going to be good, dude. There was a lot of good corners in this draft, so I'm thankful he fell that far. Amazing pick, though, to add with Alontae Taylor and Paulson Adebo, Marshawn Lattimore, and we're picking up on the defense. Our defense is usually really good, and it's just getting better. You know,
Exactly.
They got to do
filling
something.
in a lot of spots with, some aging pieces there.
Yeah.
But, filling in, getting a really solid position in place before anything else. Your quarterbacks are going to be set.
For sure.
Having, Lattimore and then Kool-Aid, even on paper,
Paulson Adebo was a top 3 quarterback according to Pro Football Rankings last year. So,
exactly.
One of the best, shutdown.
So it doesn't matter who you throw into the slot. The nickel. You guys are looking good as a cornerback. Regardless of what other pieces may be aging or holes on the defense, you guys are making sure that you got a position on lock.
For sure.
So,
and one of the picks I'm more excited about, Patrick Mahomes' wish version of Patrick Mahomes, baby.
Yeah.
That 5th round quarterback, man, Spencer Rattler. And, he could very well be horrible. He could have very well fell to the 5th round for a reason.
In the draft.
But I think there's room for potential.
Multiple NFL GMs said that he fell just because of the Netflix series.
Which is fine. I don't care. I don't
when
care
he
what
was
you're doing.
In high school.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Yeah, whatever. JUCO, whatever, maybe.
Yeah, we saw, what happened, when he went to take over at Oklahoma, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Kind of had the fiasco over there, transferred out, and he played decent after the transfer. He was okay, obviously, but when he was projected to have his breakout, he was projected to be the best quarterback in this draft class. He was projected to be the number 1 pick when we saw him coming into things. So,
yeah,
to see what a few years can do, and for him to fall to the 5th round, I don't hate the pick at all. I think he was worth a chance.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't hurt for a 5th round pick.
Right. If he pans out, he pans out. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Franchise QB. Something we've needed since Drew Brees.
Yeah, 5th round pick would be a beautiful storyline to go with it.
Absolutely. Agreed. All right. Any other teams you want to break down before we get into what I mentioned earlier? Something I'm super excited about.
I think those are the teams that I'm glad to at least mention. Good.
All right. We're going to do something new this week, something we haven't done. And I'm excited for it. We love trivia over here on the Travis and Jon Show. We love to do our questions and, test our ball knowledge. So,
100%.
I just want to give a shout out real quick to what we're going to be doing. I don't know if anybody watching us right now has ever heard of BDGE, but they're another upcoming sports group, much bigger than us. They're doing super well with segments on ESPN and big interviews with guys. Actually have a YouTube channel where they do a bunch of NFL trivia.
Shout outs to them.
Yeah, facts. Go check them out if you have not yet. Super, super good at what they do. Great ball knowledge. Great sports knowers. But they have a website. And on the website, they put out a daily NFL trivia game. And today, me and John are actually going to do the current NFL trivia game together. We're going to go through this together, try to complete this trivia outcome, and we're going to break it down with you guys. So this today, like I said, it changes daily. Today's is called Hurts to Hurt, and they're challenging you to name every player to ever catch a single pass from Jalen Hurts. There are 27 answers on the board. We only get 5 strikes. Can't get more than 5 wrong. They have the number of catches on here, but obviously only we can see that right now. So we're just gonna kind of be talking through this for you guys. But I'm super excited for this. This is going to be fun. It's going to test some ball knowledge.
Absolutely.
We're going to see what we can do here. Hopefully we don't hit a standstill. All right. So I think the first couple of guesses, like I said, we can do this together. But I think this is going to be common ball knowledge here that we're going to do. So if you want to, for now, we'll bounce back and forth real quick since these will be the easy picks. And then we'll go from there. So my first guess, an obvious one, his number 1 target last year, I'm going to go A.J. Brown. Obviously has some couple catches from Jalen Hurts, the number 2 guy. Okay, your guess. Who you thinking?
I'm going to go number 2 wide receiver, Devontae Smith.
Absolutely. That's who I was going to go next. So we'll throw Devontae Smith in there. The number 1 guy actually has more catches than A.J. Brown.
Hey.
All right, next up on my list, I'm going to go with the guy who's probably sitting at number 3. The biggest tight end Jalen Hurts has had since he's been in the league, in Dallas Goedert.
A dog.
Absolutely. All right, number 3, right there. All right, you're up, brother. See what you can pull out of your bag.
You know what? I'm going to go for a random. I'm going to throw in Quez Watkins.
That's not a random. He was actually really good last year.
You know,
I love Quez. He's one of the better slot receivers.
Not one of like the.
He was their 4th guy.
Okay.
Quez Watkins.
So I thought he was going to be lower. You know,
he's been amazing.
Throwing out a lotto.
All right, so I already got some names that I'm starting to pull out from the back of my mind. I don't know if it's a little too early to start pulling out some names, but I'm gonna go with the guy who actually played with him last year. I don't think he's gonna be towards the top of the list, but he's definitely caught a pass from him. And I'm gonna go DeAndre Swift. Played as a running back last year. Obviously had some catches out of the backfield. It's a quick, easy answer off the board. All right, you're up.
So I like the running back move.
Okay,
but was he here last year? Keith Gainwell.
Kenneth Gainwell?
Is it Kenneth? See, that's how, you know.
No, he was there.
First names.
He's been there a few years. All right, nailed it. Number 4 guy.
Love it.
Or number 5 guy, excuse me, after Quez. So you're going right down the list, huh? All right, I already got some ones I have questions about. But I'm going to go with another running back. I'm going to keep going down the list. I'm going to go Boston Scott next.
I'm going to go with Saquon Barkley.
Go Boston Scott. All right, he's on the list. All right, you're back up on the clock, baby.
Did he ever link up with Zach Ertz?
I was thinking that. I don't know. He was drafted in 2020. I know that. But I don't remember when Zach Ertz retired. But I also do remember. Actually, Zach Ertz hasn't retired. He still plays, right? He played for the Cardinals last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Did he? Or
am I thinking? Is that the right guy?
Or maybe it was the season before.
He definitely was in the league when Jalen Hurts was.
It wouldn't hurt to have one strike,
he still
right?
hadn't been on the Eagles.
At least
right?
a catch.
He started. Did he start his rookie year? I don't remember. No, Zach Ertz is on the list. Okay. Yeah, he had to have been. 28's a little low, though, so he must have only been there for a season. All right. Let's start pulling some names out the bag here. Oh, man. There's so many ones down here. I don't know if we're going to get anywhere there.
It's challenging.
Okay, I'm going to bring up this name because he keeps coming in the front of my head. Maybe I'm crazy. Did he ever play with Zach Pascal? That was a name I pulled from my bag, and I don't remember if he played in Philly.
Did he end up in Philly?
He was a Colts guy. I know that.
Oh, I remember those days.
But the Philly guy. All right. I guess we can start. We don't have to keep going back and forth. We can talk about this together and make it a little more fun. It's not really a competition. What are some other names you were thinking? I'm brain farting. Who was their running back before DeAndre Swift? Why am I completely blanking that name?
I was gonna look, but I don't want to cheat.
No, yeah, not at all.
No, was thinking of CJ
Who was the running back last year?
Zuma at tight end.
Oh, I don't think he was an Eagles guy. He was like
I don't think
he was a Bengals guy.
an Eagle last year though.
No, he was a.
I just remember him.
He was a.
At least
I
being
don't know who he played for
pickup.
last year. Who was? Why am I completely brain farting? Who started at running back before Swift? They signed. Or Swift wasn't even the starter to start the season last year.
Wasn't it Gainwell?
Was it Gainwell? Who was? They signed Swift in the off or traded for him, whatever, from the Lions last offseason before they drafted Gibbs. So he was only been there for a year. Who was their running back in 2023 or 2022, whatever? Why am I blanking on that name? Am I that much of a cash?
Because I'm pretty sure it was a dog.
It's on the tip of my tongue, dude. Like it's right there. Oh my god. Why? This is gonna make me mad. I don't want to look it up, but Jesus.
I know.
That's making me so angry because I know who it is. But I just... Alright. Let's move on. D.D. Westbrook. He played in Philly, right? Am I crazy? I swear to God D.D. played in Philly. Should we take a strike on that one? I feel confident.
Didn't Elaine Johnson or Jason Kelsey in the Super Bowl? I think Lane Johnson may have been the one.
Lane Johnson? Is that what you want to guess?
I feel...
I'll do it if you want to do it.
I'm pretty sure he did.
He did. He was one of the ones.
Ah!
That was a good pull. Go crazy. We'll take that. That was a good pull. All right, what are some of these like low-key receivers that were on the Eagles before Smith and Brown? They had one of the worst wide receiving corps in all of that.
Nelson Aguilar.
You're absolutely right. Did he link with Deshaun Jackson at all? Because I know he went back to Philly, didn't he?
I don't remember.
He went. I know he. Nelson Aguilar was wrong.
Oh. Okay.
Interesting. That felt amazing. Did he link with the? He had to have linked with this. He went back to Philly, right, before he retired.
Because
he retired as an
Eagle. Yeah, but I don't remember. Was he like that? Was he one of the ones?
I don't know. We guessed Aguilar. I want to guess him. We'll go out.
Yep.
It was right.
Yeah.
I told you. He had one.
Yep.
One catch.
One of the ones.
That's crazy. One catch from Djax. All right, we got to start pulling some more. I guarantee whoever that running back was is right here. And I just can't think of the name, dude.
Sproul. No. Not Sproul. That was way before.
Did he play with Sproul?
Did he play with Sproul?
Who was the running back in 2020 when he was drafted? They've had so many bad running backs, I don't remember. There's a name I'm blanking on that's in the league. It's a guy. It's not Singletary. It's a guy like Singletary. If that makes sense. Oh my God, this is making me mad.
Doesn't he play for the Bills? No, that's probably Singletary I'm thinking of.
I'm telling you, it's a guy like Singletary.
Or does he play for the Bills?
No, James Cook and
no.
Who's the other running backs? Latavius Murray. No.
Latavius Murray go from the Cowboys to Eagles?
No. Cowboys. Did he play for the Cowboys?
I think so.
DeMarco Murray. Did he play for the Eagles?
Latavius Murray played for the Saints, didn't
he? He did. That he did. All right, we got to start pulling some names.
Are you sure Latavius Murray never played for the Eagles?
In the last 4 years, I don't believe so. We got to remember, Jalen Hurts has only been in the league since 2020. And I don't think he started his... Wasn't it Foles, if I'm not mistaken? Macklin. Jeremy Macklin. You ever link with Jeremy Macklin? No. Because I don't even think Macklin ended his career with Philly, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty sure he was like a Buck or something. You got any other names in your bag?
I'm not sure. I feel like I'm blanking.
We're only 10 for 27, dog. This is cash business.
I know.
I'm blanking too. It's making me mad, dude. Who were the other receivers last year? It wasn't just Smith, Brown, and Goddard. It was Quez. Who were some guys that caught passes for him last year?
A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goddard.
Who was the tight end when Goddard was hurt? Because Goddard didn't even play like half the season. I remember because I had him in fantasy.
Pain.
And he sold me so hard. Wow.
I don't remember.
Ricky Seals-Jones, does that sound right? He was an Eagle, I believe.
I remember him being a Jaguar.
That was like when he was drafted. I'm pretty sure he was drafted by the Jags. We got to start pulling some names.
See, I could tell you who Ricky Seals-Jones was drafted by, but I couldn't tell you the 11th player that caught a touchdown from Jalen Hurts.
It's just a catch, not even a touchdown, brother.
Same thing.
We're linked with Brian Westbrook. Listen,
Dede Westbrook.
I'm not gonna look up the other names, but it's making me mad that I don't remember who that running back is, so I'm looking it up. You can call me a cash. 2023 Eagles roster. Was it 2023? Or would it be 2024 or 2022?
1997.
It's just not it.
This is not him.
2022. Hold on. We're gonna get this down. Eagles roster. Who
You mean the running back they just drafted, Will Shipley?
Yeah. 2022 Eagles roster and players. Who's their running back?
Oh my God, he's in Philadelphia. Miles Sanders or Carolina. Sorry.
Yeah.
I knew it was literally a guy like Devin Singletary. I told you, bro. Miles Sanders. Why can I not remember? He literally plays for the Panthers. Why can I not remember that? That was the running back before Swift. There it is. Yeah, he was literally the next. I literally told you that's where he was.
That's pain.
And I couldn't remember his name. All right. Who? God, they've just had such bad receiving cores before, like Brown and Smith, bro.
Sure he ain't throwing it up to like Vontae Maddox or whatever his name is.
He's a corner.
I know. Yeah. You sure he ain't played like a Madden special position at one point?
No. That's the best name you could pull. So Vontae Maddox.
Don't hate me.
I don't hate you.
Just the other dude. Brick hands.
They just didn't have receivers, like ever.
Was Paris Campbell last year?
I don't think he
This
played
off
for the
season?
Eagles. Paris Campbell.
Huh?
When did he ever? Bro, I'm almost convinced I'm right with the Zach Pascal. And I low-key want to guess it. We only got one strike. I believe I'm right with Zach Pascal. And I'm going to go down swinging.
And
Lick me!
And you're telling me Paris Campbell's never played for the Eagles?
I don't think. He was a Colt. I'm pretty sure he started his career. I'll guess Paris. But if this is a strike, strike. I
Look
told
it up.
you.
No, he's played.
He might play for him this season. He might have just been signed. But he's never caught a pass from Jalen
We're gonna
Hurts.
find out. It's gonna be like one day ago. I'll look it up later.
Yeah, it's probably going to be.
The Eagles just signed Paris Campbell.
Who was that? There was a receiver they drafted in like 2022 or something. That was supposed to be like really good, and he just wasn't. Pretty sure they drafted him like, oh my God, it was like towards the end of the first. He was a small guy. He didn't pan out for him. I think he's still in the league, obviously. I don't think he's good. Oh my God, dude. My brain just doesn't like me. Jalen Rager. There it is. Pulled it. I was fighting for that one.
I was like, it's not John Ross.
Yeah, no. Jalen Rager. That has to be right. He was definitely drafted after. How do you spell his name? There he is. Plays for New England. That was right. Boom. Like that. All right. What are some other low-key names? Anything that comes to mind? Like Dede Westbrook. I'm about to guess it. Who was... I want to know who the tight end was. Why did we just not know who the tight end was last year when Goddard was hurt? It was literally like their number one tight end.
That's why I'm so confused.
Are we that bad?
Where did he
Play
go?
with like Johnny Smith. It's gonna be like Benjamin Watson or something. Some old guy, Martellus Bennett. Start throwing out some old tight ends. What else played?
Darrell Walker.
Delaney Walker.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Darrell Revis Island.
Interesting. Who was that?
He's throwing a pass to a lot of other teams' defense.
Yeah, do those count?
Can
That'd be crazy.
I start naming franchises he's throwing to?
Interesting.
Will Shipley this offseason. He threw a pass to him.
I'm guessing Dede. We ain't got nothing better. Dede Westbrook. I was wrong. Nice. My first strike.
You said nice.
A lot of these guys are like 1. There's a 2-3. Like, there's still 4 people that have only caught 1 pass. That's kind of wild to think about.
One pass.
Wasn't there a dude named like some Stoll or Stoli or Stoyle or
Sproles.
no? It was a tight end. I'm pretty sure it was like a white guy.
Sproles.
Was it like Style? It's something like ST. I'm gonna type in.
Sproles.
Type in ST and see what happens. They have a database. That didn't help. STO.
I'm sure CJ Gardner Johnson counts as a passer.
Jack Stoll. Does that sound right? Plays for the Giants. No. Should I guess it?
Shouldn't hurt, right?
'Cause it's right. I'm like that, dog. Stop playing with me.
I got ball knowledge.
Wow.
I'm pulling out the bag right now. You got anything?
No.
Nothing? Nada?
Not
Should we just give up?
I'm at a loss for words.
We're at 3 strikes. Your ball knowledge is short, brother.
Okay.
I'm guessing Jeremy Macklin.
Guess Jason Kelsey at this point.
I will after this. Jeremy Macklin.
Or Jordan
That's right.
Mailata.
I guess Kelsey did it with our 5th strike. Boom. 5th strike, baby. Let's see who we missed. Greg Ward. Oh, my God. We were missing some people from this season. That Olamide Zaccheaus dude.
Oh.
Julio Jones.
Oh.
Totally
wow.
forgot he played there. Grant Calcaterra. Alshon Jeffrey.
Was Calcaterra their backup tight end?
I think it was Jack Stoll, right? Isn't that what I figured out?
The tight end?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was a tight end. Alshon Jeffrey. Travis Fulgham. I remember that name. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Didn't know he ever caught a pass. Jordan Howard. Makes sense. Richard Rodgers. Remember that dude? That was the dude that caught Aaron Rodgers like big Hail Mary.
Wow,
Corey Clement.
Yeah. Throwback.
Yeah. Corey Clement. I know that name. Brenton Covey. Rashad Penny. Forgot he played there. And Jason Huntley. It's kind of mid.
Yeah.
We kind of showed our ball knowledge was horrible. Look, Diamondbacks already homering. Ketel Marte. I told you they hit well off lefties, bro.
You're telling me our ball knowledge for the Eagles wide receivers or Jalen Hurts wide receivers?
Yeah, 4 years of bull. Guy that was a backup to start his career.
Had a bunch of backups play at wide receiver.
Yeah. That was the top of their order. Christian Walker and Ladez already have a hit. No homer. Ketel homer, though.
I'm like that. All right, anyways.
Just wait till Ellie gets a homer.
They don't play till like 10:30.
Yeah.
They play the night game.
For no good reason.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody in Cincinnati wants to stay up that late.
I don't think they're even playing it since they were there.
It's already telling me, like, hey, you got a gambling problem? Call this number.
Well, dial it up, baby. All right, anyway, speaking of gambling, if that's all for the NFL part, we're going to get into NBA where we're going to do some more gambling. We actually,
Responsibly.
one game's already started, so we don't have a lot to choose from. The Pacers game already tipped off.
We're already up 9, baby.
I don't like that. Got the Knicks money line tonight.
Cash out.
It's probably ain't nothing left now. Let me double check. My cash out probably done dropped all the way.
About to go ahead and give everybody on live my referral bonus.
Facts. Yeah, my cash out done dropped a little bit.
Snag it, baby. That's profit.
What are their odds at right now? It's still early. It's the first quarter. They're at plus 420. Slam it. Slam it. All day. Phillies are up 2-0. Orioles up 2-1. Yankees tied in the bottom of the fourth, or top of the fourth. No homer from my 2 long shots over in Arizona yet, but a lot of time left.
Yeah, Mr. Aaron Judge and Schwarber yet to get a homer, but the Phillies up 2-0.
Didn't you say they suspended Judge?
They had it suspended for a second.
You meant in FanDuel. I thought you was talking about like in the game.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's what you
Hey,
meant.
Tyrese has already made 2 threes.
Sorry, he ain't gonna stay hot all night. We slam it right now. We gotta build an MLB parlay or NBA parlay. Slam him for 30 plus. He's got 10 points.
Do I cash out my 85 cents?
Hear me out. For 25 plus, he's plus 102. Brunson for 30 is plus 106. DiVincenzo for 20 is minus 320. Slam it. 15 for Pascal is
Hold on,
minus
you're going
550.
fast.
I'm banging right now. Josh Hart for 15 plus minus 265. Slam it.
Pascal for how many?
15.
Josh Hart for how many?
15.
What else did you have? I 3.
Halliburton 25 plus, Brunson 30 plus, DiVincenzo 20 plus, Tyrese Halliburton 4 plus made threes, Jalen Brunson 3 plus made threes. Slam it. No sweat token. I'm banging it. That's a banger.
Plus 1,600.
That's a banger of a live build. What you talking about? Who else scores for the Knicks outside of Brunson?
And the odds just went up. Snag.
Snag. Snag it right now.
Snag 'em.
Right now. It went up to plus 2,000. I built a banger.
How do you round it out exactly to 2,000? What are the odds?
Something like that. Built
Halliburton's at 10.
Build different.
Brunson's got 2 points.
Build different. That's all right. He's going to get 30.
28 to go, baby.
It's Brunson. He had like a 30-point half.
He's buns.
So long shot. Are we placing that for real? I just did.
I already placed it. Yeah.
I threw my no sweat token on it, so it is what it is. All right, so now let's get into the real segment and not some live crazy parlay build. Hey, I'm going to be paying attention to that, though. That's about to smack.
We up, Indy Nation. Turn up.
I need the Knicks to come back, baby.
No, you don't.
I do, though. For my parlay sake.
Forget your parlay sake. It's for my sanity.
All right, let's talk
I'm
about
punch a wall.
some real playoff basketball. We haven't talked in a couple weeks
I'm trying to talk real playoff basketball.
without the Pacers. Anyway, since we last talked, a lot has happened. We're currently in the Western Conference semifinals. 4 series left in the NBA playoffs in this round. Then only 3 left after, or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. 3 left, 4 left, something. Anyways, couple series going on right now. Thunder and Mavs tied 1-1 right now after a big win from the Mavs last night to round things even. Timberwolves popping they stuff against the
Proving
Nuggets.
their point.
Popping they stuff. They have been tremendous.
2-0.
Yeah, showing the Nuggets why they the favorite in the West. You know, they have been playing tremendous. Anthony Edwards is playing some of the best basketball he's ever played. It's looked amazing.
The most popular line placed by almost 10,000 people in tonight's game is Anthony Edwards over everything.
Because
His points, his threes, his rebounds, and assists.
Because that's just who he is. You know?
Plus 683. 9,481 people have placed it.
Because he's that guy. He's that man. We all know. You know, he's been playing amazing. Nuggets looking slow on the defensive side of the ball. Don't have anybody that can really guard him one-on-one. It's looking rough. Celtics Cavs, the series that we thought was going to be swept by the Celtics, but the Cavs with like a 20-some point W last night.
Yeah.
2 upsets last night in the NBA, the Mavs and Cavs, but that series sitting tied 1-1. Then the Pacers and Knicks. Currently only up 6 now. But the Knicks sitting up 2-0 in the series. Took both games in New York. And looking to take the first one at home tonight in Indy.
Pacers have submitted 78 calls to the league for review.
Insanity. That's just an absurd amount. Like, I understand, like, things happen. But 78, like, is insane.
It shouldn't need to be that high.
It shouldn't. You're absolutely right. We'll see what happens. You know, obviously the Pacers have played well at home, one of the best home teams in basketball. But Knicks are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, definitely proving their point with, 3 players playing 48 minutes a night.
Yeah.
Josh Hart has played 48 minutes each game.
Multiple times, yeah. Insanity. But Jalen Brunson, dude, I know we talk about Ant, how good he's been. But my God, dude, how good has Jalen Brunson been?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Had 4 straight 40-plus point games in the playoffs. Ended that streak last game due to an injury during the second quarter. But still almost scored 30 that game. I mean, he just has been unstoppable, it looks like, on the offensive side of the ball. Like, he nobody can guard it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, a Jalen Brunson versus Anthony Edwards series is what the NBA needs.
Jalen Brunson's definitely proven his point.
Dude, he showed that he's the number one.
But Anthony Edwards,
He's next up, dog.
Everybody's talking about him being the reincarnation of Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
This man is going out there on a tear.
Yeah. Did you see what he said about being the MJ comparisons?
Oh, yeah, he's the GOAT or whatever.
But he also said, I can shoot the 3 ball, and I think that's what makes me a little bit different than Jordan. I don't think it was necessarily a shot.
More of a, that's what makes me better than Jordan.
No, and that's what I was about to say. That's exactly what he avoided to say. And I think he did that on purpose. In the actual comment, he said that's what makes me different. He said nothing about better, nothing about worse. You know, he's humble. He's definitely humble. All I'm saying is DiVincenzo just scored back-to-back points. He's at 13. I took him for 20. And it's only the second quarter.
Let's go.
DiVincenzo hit a little bit of a hot streak there for a second. Knicks back within 4. That cash out going up. Check it.
Snag it.
What are the odds?
Snag it.
Are the Knicks back to being favorites?
They're down 2.
They're to plus 200 now. It was like plus 4 something.
Snag it.
I'm about to take the cash out.
Snag it.
I'm about to take it.
Pacers are at home. You better snag it.
Nah, they looking rough right now.
Okay.
You tell me I'm wrong.
You're right.
All right. I know we talked about betting. We put in some. DiVincenzo scored that.
He's got 15.
Point.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I snagged him for 20. I bet 20 plus now.
I had him for
not even
15
there.
and one I made before the show.
Oh, he's got it. Yeah. Dang. Slam it. Yeah, he's not even on 20 plus anymore. His 25 is minus 800. We caught his 20 plus at positive odds.
This is the one I made before the show.
Oh, that one kind of go crazy.
So, I'm hoping for some good luck.
This one already looking nice, baby. The live one. Come on, now we just need Brunson to do his thing.
At 3 points, he made a free throw. He had 2 points earlier.
Did he just get fouled?
I don't know. He's at 3.
Is he back in?
Or he made a free throw and missed a free throw.
That means he's back in. Pacers full timeout after the DiVincenzo shot. So no, he hasn't even come back in yet. How did he get 3?
Must have went back.
He's not even in the game.
He must have went back and reviewed something. He was at 2.
He did. They didn't give him a 3 for it.
No free. Did he have a free throw or something?
I don't know. You can't look at free throws on this.
Go up and turn on all stats.
Oh my God. Yeah, 1 for 2. Also got fouled. All right. Anyways, we're talking a lot about that game. We still got a big game coming tonight. Game 3 of the Wolves and Nuggets.
Yeah.
And I think we have some more betting to do. We threw in a parlay for the Knicks Pacers. I think we got to build one for the
It's
Nuggets.
time for the
Wolves.
West.
Right. This could be a game that could very well be very high scoring.
Well, Anthony Edwards is only plus 130 to drop 30 points.
Only?
Only, yeah.
His line's at 27.5. That's low for him, I feel like.
Well,
30 points for Ant is a slam.
minus 430 for 2 threes from Ant. They're hating. They're hating.
What do you mean hating? Oh, I'm taking that too. Slam it. All right, we're
And
sliding.
for a double plus 480, slam
Cat
it.
for 15 minus 500. What's in for like 17.5?
Eh.
Listen, we might be building opposite parlays right now. Over 17.5 at minus 210. I'm slamming it. Cat he had like a 20-point first quarter or first half or something last week or last week. Rudy Gobert for 10 plus boards minus 410. Slam it. What else I like here? Throw out some ideas here. You ain't saying much, dog.
I know. I'm trying to keep up with you.
Hey, you don't gotta pick what I'm picking.
You're throwing stuff out before I can even look.
I'm
All right, I got Aaron Gordon 9 points, Mike Conley 7 assists, Nas Reed get 8 boards.
Hey, I like that. Nas Reed 8 boards. Hold on. Plus 1,000? Does he not rebound? Wow. All right, moving on.
Slam it.
Rudy Gobert for 10 points minus 280. Slamming
And
it.
Michael Porter for over 12 or 13 and a half is minus 320.
I like him for 15 plus.
Beautiful.
All right, slam it. Minus 230. Jokic for 25. Slam it. Minus 330. Bang.
Ant for 25.
I already took Ant for 30.
And for 30 plus 130.
I slammed it. Love me some Ant.
Did you also take the 2 threes? Because it's minus 430.
Yep.
Yep.
Throw that on there. You already know. We gotta do some kind of like assists or rebounds for Jokic, right? He's a triple-double machine.
10 rebounds sitting at minus 550 ain't terrible.
Oh my God, slam it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else we like. Let's do 2 more for the Nuggets. We'll have 5 and 5.
I think Ant gets 4 assists, minus 600.
Are you going back to Ant? Yeah, I ain't mad at 4 assists. He do be that guy.
See?
Want to slam it? Slam it.
Slam it.
All right, I need 1 more. Let's go with a nice little 10 leg. Let's throw Ellie for 3/4 stolen base.
What?
Wait, what?
To round it out.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Aaron Gordon's line sitting at 6.5 rebounds. What's him for 6?
He don't be rebounding. I say we put like Jokic for first basket. That's a banger, though.
For first basket?
Imagine it hits though.
That's a big bag.
First team basket score. Slam it. I look, he might be a nice. I didn't even know that tab was there.
And take the Timberwolves money line.
I do want to mention. I forgot we could do. Is it available for this game? Oh, I'm so mad. Isaiah Kenner Khalifa homered for the Blue Jays just now. He was gonna be one of my long shots because he's like, I think he was like 3 for 5 off of the pitcher that he's facing tonight. Love to see it.
See,
could have been a bag maker right there. You can parlay their combos now. I don't know if you knew that, but you can throw like DraftKings. How you can like parlay these? You can throw these in parlays now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I totally spaced that. What's like Aaron Gordon's points and rebounds?
Under. Everything under.
For Gordon?
For everybody.
For real? Let's throw a combo on here for somebody. Jamal Murray playing tonight? I thought he was out. He's on all of the bets. Do we slam his under in points? I don't think he's playing. Hold on, I'm going to look that up. I could have swore there was something about him being out.
Or suspended or whatever.
Let's see. I don't know. Avoid suspension for throwing heat pack. Oh, so he is playing. Cool. Slam it for 20 plus. If he's playing, he'll score 20, right? What's his odds?
For over 20.5 points and assists for Jamal Murray is minus 600.
I don't hate that. I like that. Points and assists.
How many legs you got right now?
10 with that one.
What did you put on there? The Jokic first basket score?
No, what do you mean?
Take the Jokic or first team basket score and Timberwolves money line.
All right, I'm about to throw a little bit on this one.
Who's your 10th leg?
What do you mean?
I'm missing something.
What are you missing?
I have Cats over. Rudy Gobert's over. For rebounds, Michael Porter at 15, Jokic 25, Ant 30, Ant 2 threes, Jokic 10 rebounds, Ant 4 assists, Jamal Murray over 20 points and assists.
Michael Porter Jr.
For which one?
15 plus.
That don't sound right. I had Michael Porter Jr. dropping 30 tonight.
Word?
I have him.
So wait, say what you have again?
Cat over 16.5 points. Gobert over 9.5 rebounds. Michael Porter 15. Jokic 25. Ant 30. Ant 2 threes. Jokic 10 rebounds. Anthony Edwards 4 plus assists. Jamal Murray over 20.5 points and assists.
And you only have 9 legs?
Yeah.
Let me see it. You got me mad confused. Hold on. I swear you said everything. Gobert over 9. Oh, you don't have Gobert points. I took you for 10 plus points.
Oh.
There it is.
Weird.
He like tends to always be a double-double machine.
Nas Reed for a double-double.
That's not a bad bet. Knicks are down 5. Cash out dropped a little bit.
See, I told you. Should have cashed out while you could have.
Halliburton's hit 4 threes. I had him for 4. He had 2. And he has 16 points. Jalen Brunson's really going to be the bag sell. I didn't think I'd ever hear anyone say that.
Yeah, wow.
What is he doing?
He's sitting at 2.
Is he in foul trouble?
With 6 minutes left, or 3.
I don't even think he was
6
in the
minutes left.
game. Is he like in foul trouble? Like what is happening? Are they nerfing my man JB? They telling me he can't play? He's got 1 foul. He's 1 for 6. Play 11 minutes. Put him in the game, Tibbs. What are we doing? Halliburton just hit back-to-back threes.
Wow.
Step back, 25-foot step back, and 25-foot three-point shot.
Brunson's line is down to 23.5 points.
All right, for 30. Love to see it. Oh, well. It is what it
Tyrese is up to 29.5.
I took him for 25. Brunson's going to be my bag sell, huh? No way he doesn't hit 30, right? He's got to. JB's our guy. Oh, man. We're just sitting here rambling at this point. Anything else we want to mention to the NBA side of things?
No, just mad because I realized my live bet couldn't be parlayed the way I was doing it.
Well, before we give out too many crazy picks, if you don't have anything else left to mention, I think we can think about wrapping this up.
I think I got everything for the most part mentioned. Real quick, the Lakers fired their head coach.
Absolutely. On the search. And Mike Budenholzer is currently primed to be the Suns' next head coach after the firing of Frank Vogel.
On closing as a Suns coach. But yes,
Absolutely.
I do want to mention that Darvin Ham's out of there. I
Thankfully.
was going to post a clip, actually, from our last show about how we said Darvin Ham is not fit to be coach. But as I'm saving the video, I get a notification that Darvin Ham has been fired by the Lakers.
Crazy, like we kind of called him, right?
Yeah, crazy. Crazy.
Interesting how those things work.
But yeah, super excited for that. I do want to mention also real quick, I know it's a little bit of a throwback here, but back to baseball for a quick second. I want to mention the Pittsburgh Pirates have finally decided to call up standout number 1 overall pick from the 2023 MLB draft, Paul Skeens. He will be making his debut tomorrow, actually, against not 100% positive, brain farted, but he is playing tomorrow, whoever they're in a series against right now, Pirates.
The Cubs.
There it is. Cubs, yeah. But yeah, super excited for his debut. Going to be a game to watch. Has been the best pitcher in the minor leagues. Has 4 of the top 5 pitches this season, all over 100 miles per hour. Just an absolute dog. 6'6", 230 some pounds. He's just a monster. A super hard throw. So accurate with the ball. He's going to be tremendous. Was the number 1 pick for a reason.
Should be exciting to see. His last game was spring training, March 4th.
And he was tremendous. He had, I believe it was 27 Ks through his first 3 starts. That's unheard of. 27 strikeouts in 3 starts.
Yeah, he had 3 strikeouts in 2 innings.
Yeah, I think he's
debut. But
he's sitting on like 49 strikeouts.
They also had because
he doesn't play. They don't play him much in the minors. And that's why the stats are even more impressive. I mean, you got to think he's putting up 27 Ks through 3 games on 4 innings a game. Like he's only playing 4 or 5 innings a night. 5 if he's lucky, you know. So it's impressive to see what he's doing.
In the minor leagues, he's had 34 innings pitched, 55 strikeouts.
That's insanity. Insane.
Do you know his ERA?
Yeah, it's like it's a sub
1.85 in the minors.
Yeah.
In the 2024 stats, 0.
Yeah.
0.99
Yeah.
ERA.
I've talked about this all season.
But you have an average earned run of 1.
He's going to come in and be the best pitcher on the Pirates. He's going to be their ace. He's going to be that guy. He's tremendous. He's so good, dude. I'm so excited for his debut. I might slam him for 10 plus strikeouts tomorrow. You know? It is what it is.
Make it back.
Yeah. I'm going to ladder his strikeouts for sure. Like 6, 7, 8. You know, got to do something.
Yeah. Facts.
He's going to be great, dude. I'm so excited for Skeens. Had to mention that before we hopped off here. Just seen that earlier today. But yes. We hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. We were so glad to be back into the swing of things, back on the camera, back on the mic, giving you just the best sports debates in the world.
Absolutely. Covering all the topics, bringing our personality into it.
Absolutely. We hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as we did. We're super excited to be back and ready to get things rolling again. Another big weekend of stuff. Got some more UFC fight nights going on. basketball, some unfortunately not football, but baseball.
We're getting closer to more exciting stuff, closing in on even more exciting NBA times.
Yeah.
MLB's inching closer. We're getting the debuts of players.
Absolutely.
We're closing in on prime summertime here. And the Travis and Jon shows is going to keep evolving, baby.
Absolutely.
It's
We
going
hope
to keep
you guys
growing.
are prepared. We hope you guys stick with us. Had a lot of fun. We appreciate all the support. Please go give us a check out on all of our other platforms, not just Facebook. There's a link tree in our bio where you're currently watching us. Go check us out on anything you got. We're all over social media.
We'll be found on Facebook, probably where you're watching us. We'll be found on Instagram, on X, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on Apple Podcasts. I
Absolutely.
think that covers about most of the major socials.
Oh yeah, iHeartRadio.
You're going to make us a
Who said
Snapchat at
that,
this
but
point.
yeah, facts. We got some behind the scenes. But no, we do appreciate all the support. We hope it continues that way, and we hope 2024 continues to treat us well. We had a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. We will be back next Friday live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Maybe a few minutes later, but we'll be live. Just maybe not on camera at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We will see you guys next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned for everything else we have planned. And as always, it's been the Travis and Jon Show
Live.
on Facebook Live.